Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 1997 release by Playmates from their Star Trek Warp Factor series of action figures. And these were the 4 3/4 action figures, or the 5-inch action figures, whichever you like to call them. And this particular one we're looking at today is of Dr. Julian Bashir. And it's as he appeared in the Deep Space Nine episode, Trials and Tribble-ations, which was a crossover between Deep Space Nine and the classic Star Trek, the original series. Okay, so this is the card that it comes on. And it says on the top of the card, serialized, Warp Factor Series 1, Star Trek. And it says Dr. Julian Bashir with Galactic Gear, Hypospray, 2 Tribbles, Classic Starfleet Tricorder, Classic Starfleet Communicator, and Starfleet Action Base. And it's stock number 65110. And on the right hand side, you've got the Star Trek anniversary logo. And it says ages 4 and up, assortment number 65100. Playmates logo there. And it's got the warning choking how the toy contains a small ball and small parts, not for children under 3 years. Now this particular figure is quite unique because it has been hand signed by Alexander Siddig, who portrayed Dr. Julian Bashir in the television series. But we'll have a look at that in more detail in a moment. But before we do, I'd like to just turn the card around and see what's printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the card around and this is what we've got on the back. So it says, Star Trek, boldly go where no one has gone before. Collect the entire galaxy of Star Trek characters. And this says other characters or other figures in the same series is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Lieutenant Commander Jadzia Dax. Star Trek the original series, Captain Koloff. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Chief Miles O'Brien. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Constable Odo. And Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Captain Benjamin Sisko. And on the right hand side, you've got an image of the Dr. Julian Bashir action figure, and he's in the classic Star Trek uniform. And it says, as featured in Star Trek Deep Space Nine from the episode Trials and Tribble-ations. And the accessories he comes with is a Hypospray, which is an antibiotic and preventive medication dispenser. 2 Tribbles, caution, don't feed. Classic Starfleet Tricorder, electronic sensor and sound visual recording system. And Classic Starfleet Communicator, personal communicators, transceive and locator. And it's a Starfleet Action Base. And it says Department of Temporal Investigations, Agents Dolmar and Luxley, subject Dr. Julian Bashir. The USS Defiant was dispatched to Cardassian Prime to retrieve the Cardassian Orb of Time. They also took aboard one Barry Waddle, an alias for an old former Klingon spy named Arnie Darwin. The spy used the orb to send the Defiant across time and space back to Deep Space Station K7 on stardate 4523.7. Darwin planned to kill James T. Kirk, captain of the original USS Enterprise, to reclaim his glory in the Klingon Empire. Deep Space Nine Chief Medical Officer Dr. Julian Bashir was teamed with Engineering Chief Miles O'Brien in the search for Darwin. He assumed the guise of a physician studying O'Brien for signs of work-related stress, while the chief repaired a power relay on the Enterprise. While looking for Darwin in the K7 bar, Bashir became involved in a brawl and was arrested by Enterprise security. Bashir violated Starfleet Regulation 157, Section 3, Paragraph 18. Starfleet officers shall take all necessary precaution to minimize any participation in historical events. As this brawl was not of his making, and so tampering with the timeline seems apparent, no disciplinary action is recommended at this time. And then it's got the warning label, not suitable for children under 36 months, contains small parts, and distributed by Band A UK, and so on. So that is the back of the card, and I must say the Trials and Tribulations, I think, was one of probably my favourite Deep Space Nine episode of all time. It was just so well done, and the way they combined the current personnel with the original series was just great. It was just done so well, and I'm a lover of the original series, so to have the two together was just fantastic. Anyway, I've digressed. Let's turn the card around and have a good look at the figure, and also have a good look at Alexander Siddig's signature, which is on the front of the card. Okay, so I've zoomed right in on to the bubble, and there you can see the signature, which is Alexander Siddig's from a London convention. Apparently, I think it was the Comic Con, which was held at the London Excelsior, but I don't know what year. It was one of our guys, regular guys, that went to the events, and he brought this figure in because he was short of some cash and needed to offload some of his collection, which we bought off him. And he was telling me that there was a few figures that he's brought in with signatures on, which we will be doing videos of all of them. And this was obviously one of them, and it was he got 2 or 3 at the same event, which I'm pretty certain he said was one of the Comic Cons, but I don't quite know what the year was. But anyway, so it's hand signed in person by Alexander Siddig at the convention in London, a Comic Con convention in London. Okay, and just behind him you can see the figure and all the accessories. Now, obviously it's a sealed pack, so I cannot open the pack and have a look at the figure. But however, in my collection, guess what I have? I have a Dr. Julian Bashir action figure. Let's just move that back, which is out of the packet and is exactly the same as the one that's inside the packet. So we can see, I'll get his sizes. So let's have a good measure of him. So he measures 12 centimeters in height. Widest point really is across the elbows by the looks of things, which is about 5 centimeters wide. And he is about, it's just under 2 centimeters in width there. Articulation wise, well, you've got head, you've got the top of the arms, you've got the section of the arms there, and you've got the elbows. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Waist, yep, that's 8. Tops of legs, 9, 10. Knees, 11, 12. That's it. So there's 12 points of articulation on these figures. And what can I say? I mean, it just gives you really enough to make them pose in any particular way you like. Yeah, nice figures. As with all of the Playmate figures, they're very good quality. All of them are individually numbered. This one's got the number on the foot, as they all do, and there is holes on the feet for you to pop them on the stands. There is stands available, or environments available where you can just pop your figures down onto those pegs, and that keeps the figures standing up in one place and they don't fall over then. So that is the action figure itself, but I'm sure whoever buys this figure is not going to open it. But anyway, that's just to show you what the figure is actually like. So this particular figure, ultra rare, of course, very difficult to get a replacement one should you ever want to have a replacement one. You'd have to find a convention where Alexander Siddig was attending, and you'd have to buy find one of these Warp Factor figures in this condition, which is mint and unopened, and take it to an event and get it signed. So, you know, it's pretty much unique. One of the few unique items that, well, I wouldn't say exactly unique. There must be other people that's had them signed throughout the world, but ultra rare. And obviously, it's the only one that we have of this particular figure. and obviously with that signature on. So very collectible, ultra rare, but it is available to purchase currently on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Trek items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, that next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.